Now you were there for the whole, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Fiasco at Survivor Series. Did you see a lot of tension in the locker room between the two when you were there?
Are you talking about when Vince called the match and everything?
Right, right.
Yeah. Well, yes. From my understanding, and mind you, um, all the stuff I'm telling you is true.
Right.
But you and the fans would probably know more about the the politics and what I'm saying at that time, what I was hearing. You'd probably know more than I knew as it was happening, or because I just didn't know. I learned as I went along, and I didn't get it.
Right.
You know, but my understanding of it was that um, somehow Vince did not want to pay Brett's
Contract.
contract, and we didn't have like paid contracts that time. There was no, if you ask me, contracts are the biggest BS in that world. Whatever.
Right.
Okay. But um, so Vince basically didn't want to pay Brett what he had promised to pay him, and I don't know if because he wanted him gone, or I don't know if there was family. I can't tell you that.
Right.
I can just tell you what I believe that I heard and what I believe to know about the situation. And that is that therefore he gave him the option to go to WCW and make like WCW was stealing him away, and that it was the end of his contract here and he was going over there.
Right.
So that it didn't make it look like Vince was saying, "Oh, I'm not going to pay you," or well, this is the guy's career in his hands. So of course he was a paranoid mess of, I got to win this match, or I got to go out with, this, or because if he goes out looking like if they make him disappear or the storyline changes and all of a sudden he's a puss, or he's getting beat up by everybody, or he's out the door,
Makes him look.
So he's, I'm sure, obviously looking at it now, was a paranoid mess because he's got a career now. He's going to go over to this other company and he's got to go in strong.
Right.
But Vince is not going to let somebody leave his company strong,
Right.
regardless of whether he wanted to pay him or not, or regardless of the situation.
Hmm.
So he, when all of that was going down, I was thinking, I didn't get it because I'm thinking it's just a belt. What is going on? And I remember the guys, Sean and Hunter, practicing, shoot moves, grappling moves, which who knew years later I would be in Japan doing that very same thing that
Right.
they were trying to learn. But, I was thinking, what is going on here? Is that everybody was nervous, and there was all the secret stuff going on, and people, freaking out about it, and I didn't get what was happening. And I remember this very surreal feeling of that happening, and me not being able to go out to the ring and going, no, come on, I get to do something,
Right.
I'm always standing here. Typical response, why do I always have to just stand here like a dumbass? I want to do something. I want to hit somebody or do something. And then that all went down, and I remember like running back to the hotel, and I was with Hunter and Sean, and this girl came running and screaming and jumped on my back, and like just ran and jumped on my back, and I was like, oh, what? I totally didn't understand what had happened, or what was going on. It was, looking back on it, it was not nice.
Right. Do you think Brett was treated unfairly, or?
Absolutely. I absolutely do. I don't care if you have disagreements or whatnot, but he got screwed, and you don't do that. You just don't do that.